guys, and welcome back for another episode of, you guessed it, Creativerse. And today I am super excited because we are going to be building, or recreating, I should say, my tavern / inn that I created over on Mulberryman's server, Mulberry Villa. I do have a playlist, I believe, all about that world. I'll try and remember to leave a link in the description down below, so you guys, if you really want to go back and watch those videos, you can. They're not the greatest. I had only been doing YouTube, I think, about a year, maybe not even quite a year. I do believe I built that tavern about 2 years ago, if not exactly 2 years ago. I believe it was March of 2016, and I started YouTube in September of 2015. So I hadn't been doing it that long. I was still learning things. Heck, I'm still learning things now, and it's been, what, 2.5? What is this? What year is this? 2018. So almost 3 years. But anyways, I'm a slow learner. Bear with me. So yeah, if you want to see those videos, you can go ahead, and I'll try and remember to leave that link so you guys can view it. Whatever. Anyways, moving on. So basically, this inn, I believe it was probably one of the first builds that I did of my own. That was actually decent. Up until that point, I had only been playing and doing blueprints or making block houses, because I say block house because my very first house in Creativerse was nothing but a square box. It was literally a box. But anyways, so that tavern was pretty much, I think, the very first thing I built that was decent enough. I did struggle with it a little bit, especially when I got to the roof, but I struggle now with roofs, but not as bad as I did back then. But so this is kind of going to be like a throwback to that, and we're going to recreate it, but we're going to make it better. So it's not going to be exactly the same. It's going to be similar but better, hopefully, using things that I've learned since then and other things that I've gathered just since building in this world, taking inspiration from Geek a Cake and what he's done. I have chosen some materials here. I believe originally my tavern, I had this going all the way around as the base of the banded weather wood wall. This was the foundation, and then on the corners I had this. And I just want to show you guys real quick what kind of an idea, what it looked like. I did try to go back onto that server, and he obviously, you know, it's been a while since I had been on there. The password had been changed, so I couldn't get in, which is totally fine. I've done that with my own servers. You know, whatever, I can't remember the password and I want to give it to somebody, so I have to change it, and then all the previous players get locked out. Whatever, it is totally fine. Don't, Mulberryman, if you're watching this video, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. But I was going to kind of give you a before, you know, this is what it looked like, but I can just really quickly go through. So this was going up the corners, the four corners. It was basically a large rectangle, kind of, but this was going up the corners, and then in the center here, I had, similar to what Geek did over here, I had the adobe, the yellow adobe, I believe, wall, and then I had, just like he had with the weathered wood wall strips, I had that every so often. I don't remember exactly, but I had it broken up, and I had that going in like so, you know, like that, to split it up. Well, you know, you get the picture. So that would go up just like that over there. And then I had windows that, you know, were in, like, I think the front of it, you guys, if you really want to see it, you can go back and just watch the video, or at least the beginning one that I think it starts with actually video 2 of Mulberry Villa, because I think the first video in that playlist is actually a tour of his world, but the second one is what it would look like. So for the windows, back then we didn't have all these lovely, nice reinforced glass, and wait, did we have, we may have had the reinforced glass. I really can't remember offhand. But we definitely did not have the industrial stuff, which is what I'm going to be using, is this. I think I'm going to use these windows. I really like them. I do have, I think I have, yeah, the reinforced glass. I have a few of those. I may use those. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to be using the weatherwood wall here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the banded wood wall. If I do, it would be along the base, because I also think I had it at the top as well. So I'm going to use this building as reference, because this is about the size of what my inn was, almost only 2 stories. So I had along the top, like he has here, only it was flush with the wall, was the banded wood stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get going on this. It's already night, almost, really. So I initially I do have in that going down into the stalactite layer as a basement or whatever, like this, only this is a lot deeper. It goes down deeper. It's a little bit nicer, but the other one, so I had that. You would walk in. So let me start over, guys. So I think I'm going to have the front right here. So you would walk into the front here, and originally in my original one, whatever, original, how many times can we say original? But anyway, the steps would be facing this way. So here they're going to have to be facing this way, which is totally fine. We're not making it exactly like it. So I am going to go ahead. I don't know where to start, guys. Okay, so I'm going to kind of outline to see how big this thing is. Let's see. We're going to start back here. I did push back some more land because I didn't think I had enough. So we're going to just use some of the banded stuff. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I don't even know if I really want to use this, guys. I seriously don't know if I think at one point I loved it, and I don't know. Today I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So we're going to just use this weathered wood wall maybe. And then, you know, I'm just going to outline this so I can go back and totally change this. And we're just going to see how far I want this to come out. Back then, my builds, I didn't really want them to be big. They just ended up being big. Like, I didn't know how to make things small. Now I'm a little bit better, but not by much. But I'm intentionally going to make this a little bit larger, I think. Because when I went through and I did watch some of the videos to kind of get an idea, because guys, that was 2 years ago. I don't really remember a whole lot of it. So I wanted to see what it's like. And it's actually kind of small in the inside, especially the downstairs. The first level was the tavern part. And so that was where all the tables and the bar, like, you know, whatever, get your drink here. And then the upstairs was the actual inn, the rooms and stuff. So it is a medieval. I didn't tell you that. I should have said it. It is medieval style, of course. And let me see if I can line this up correct. But yeah, so the bottom ended up being a little bit smaller inside. So we'll see if we can make it slightly larger by a couple blocks wide. So I might end up having to come back and make this shorter. This looks already like it's going to be huge. But after you, I run out, see, after you add, this is not going to be the materials. I obviously just ran out. But after you put in all the furniture and everything, it seems to lose some space, and it looks a little bit smaller. So let's see. I'm going to build a pillar here and get a good look at how big. It's basically a rectangle. So yeah, that's probably a little bit wider than before, but that is totally fine. I think it will be okay. Maybe I might make it a little shorter on the end there. Okay, so I did shorten it by 2 blocks this way. Brought it in. I did bring that wall out there closer in to the steps. I'm gonna have this like be flush with the steps. So, and then I did take this in 2 more blocks because I realized I had a staircase on the outside going directly up to the 2nd level, which I'm obviously going to do that. So so I brought it in because that would be like way out here. So I'm going to have to I'm going to be putting steps in like right in here. So they'll go up, and then there'll also be a front door right here. So, okay, with that, I think this is about the size that I wanted. And I think it actually, funny enough, is about the size of the actual one. So, well, there we go. Anyways, I guess I could have pushed the back wall out more and it would have made it a little bit bigger, but you know, I'm actually kind of happy with the size. I think it's gonna work. The only difference is, okay, so this probably should be a little bit longer on this end because I do have in the bottom level, I had these little, you know what, I think I am gonna extend this. And while I'm doing that, I'll just tell you, I had these little private, semi-private dining areas. They were just like these little rooms. I think I had like 2 or 3 of them. And they, you know, had like, they were walled in, but the front was open. So they were basically semi-private. But I like that, but I'm not going to be doing that. I got an idea when I was rewatching part of that video, which I don't recommend if you're a YouTuber, go back and watch your old videos. It's just not good for you and your confidence. But anyway, so I had these little partial dining rooms right here. But because of the way this is facing this way, so there'll be doors here, I don't want it too close. So I'm probably going to have to start those rooms probably like this. But I think instead of making them a partial dining room, or dining area, whatever, I'm just gonna make like little alcoves. So that means I'm just going to, put these little alcoves right here. And so to do that, I think I can get like 2 of them right here. I'm not gonna be using the stone boulder wall, don't worry. I'll probably be using the medieval brick wall, but I happen to have a lot of these blocks, so I'm kind of just outlining right now. But yeah, I think this will need to come back a little more unless I do this into the side of the wall. You know what? I think I'm going to do that into the side of the wall, and then I'll have another wall right here. So I'm going to leave that there just to remind myself that that's what I wanted to do, is this little, like, I'll have to make some stone roofs. Oh, I do have some stone roofs. Like this. Now, if we can rotate this, I probably should put this up a little bit more. Yeah, that's too low. We could do that. Hey, that's not half bad. Of course, again, it's not going to be the stone boulder wall. But anyways, you get the idea. So this would be little cutouts. I could maybe do it closer to the wall. I don't know. But I figure I would put some lamps in here and maybe some of the medieval banner wall. I thought we could have like as murals or something, maybe with a mix of the, what is the medieval carved or something wall? What is it? But I'm horrible, guys. Crest wall. So we'd have like that in the background. So, okay, so we're going to, now I've got the basics of that. I need to put the staircase in. Now, I think the staircase, if I remember it correctly, was pretty close to the edge. I want to say it was like maybe 14 blocks in or something. Let me just see how far that would be. Okay, so I think that is about where the stairs will start. That seems about right. So let's see what we're going to use first. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I have a bunch of stones, so I think I'm just going to use that for now. I may change that. I believe they were 2 wide. They might have been 3. I'm not for sure on that. Okay, so they were 3 wide, guys. 3 wide. 3 wide, and I think I did that because I had some trouble at the top with, I wanted it's got like an overhang. Unless you know, have seen the video, I did 3 wide because it had like a little landing porch kind of area, and it looked strange too, so I did 3. Let's try 3. I don't know if that's going to look good or not, but we're going to do that. So let me change the foundation, how I'm going to have this. Let's see. So I definitely want the corners to be this weatherwood wall, I believe. So the bottom will be 4 tall, I think. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the top will be taller because it's supposed to have like a tall roof, kind of like a lofty thing. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. Probably not. Words, I don't know how to use them properly, but let me just at least do the bottom part here. We're gonna go ahead and just put this all in the corners for sure. Okay, so we have all of the weathered wood in the corners. So now I'm going to go back and I'm just going to, instead of using the banded wood wall, let's see what it would look like just with the adobe, yellow adobe wall here. Okay, so that is the wood wall, adobe wall. So then I would definitely split this and put a beam of the weatherwood wall up. So let's see how wide we have this. Now that we have these industrial windows, see the plain glass block, which I happen to have some on me, actually took up quite a bit of room, obviously. I mean, it looks like it's not. It looks like it's the same. It is smaller. The industrial window just looks a lot smaller. So we didn't have these lovely windows. So I think I can get away with just one in the middle like this. And so that would be put that way. And then I think, yeah, we're gonna put this wood wall here. We're going to frame it. We're going across for like a beam. Let's see. Then I did lay out this adobe wall and I did cutouts of where the weatherwood wall would be. So if this is as long as I wanted, I can't exactly break it up into 6 like on the other end, but obviously there's more over here. But again, the stairs are going to take up more room as I build up. So what I need to do now is to build these stairs and the start of the second level just to know so I don't end up ripping everything out, where those wood beams should go. I think the staircase will come to almost here. Maybe not. Instead of this boulder wall, though, I do think I'm going to use, I think I used the block wall. We'll see what that looks like, but I think I may end up using the medieval brick wall. Let's see, I think this is what I used before. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this is what I used before. Is this block wall, because that is my favorite block, and at the time that's all I had that would to match. But let's see what the brick wall would look like. Yeah, see, I think now that we have this medieval brick wall, I really like this. This might become my new favorite. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up using, is that. So I had this, actually I started like this. It was above the weatherwood wall, so this is actually going to be the second level. So the stairs will need to come up to this height. And this is how we get very tall buildings in Jen's world. So I have this coming up like this, and then we have this, which I probably am going to change this actually. You know what? I think we will have it down here. But I think this is going to be, I don't remember, but it may have been the block wall, but I was going to put in the stone floor. You know, I think I am going to put in the stone floor. Okay, so that, originally I had this comes over the doorway, so like it will need to come out more because I will have a door right here. So guys, I went back and looked, and in the original, this was actually stacked stone. The bottom level is stacked stone. So we're gonna look and see which one's better. I did put the medieval brick wall in here instead because I do want it to be a little different. But let me see what the stacked stone will look like. We'll decide. Okay, so let's just look. I do like the brick, I think. I'm going to use the brick. This was in the original, so I am going to go ahead and we're going to put in all of the brick here. So, okay, here's what I got so far. It's a little foggy, so it's a little hard to see. So, I did end up putting in a double door here. Wait, it's off because I put this in. Never mind. We'll take that right out. We'll put that single door back in. It was off, and then I added... it was like 4 blocks here and 3 over here. So, but I added this just so that it looked like it was running through and the break was right where it was meant to be, because I have the break of the wood going every 5, I believe. But originally I got to thinking as I was building up this platform right here or whatever, I originally had the weatherwood wall. Let me scroll on over here. I had this up as like a guardrail going around it. We'll see what this looks like. I'm thinking I'm not going to have that, but it gives like a little guardrail so you don't have, fall. But what it does is it puts up a second layer wide, and I don't like that, I think. So in place of that, I think what I'm going to put in is the iron fence. So let's see what the iron fence. I like the iron fence because of the iron is like matches that weatherwood wall. So that's why I was thinking. I ran out. That's why I was thinking that. It's really hard to tell unless you have all of the walls all the way up, but whatever. But I also do kind of like the iron bars as well. I'm not sure. It might have to be something I wait till the end and decide then. Yeah, either one I think will work. I'm gonna leave it up just to remind myself that those are the two that I'm looking at. But basically this is what we've got so far. So we have just the second layer starting on this end and then the side. So I'm gonna do this front wall real quick here and put in the windows, and we'll see what it looks like when I'm all done. Okay, so this is what we have. I've gone ahead and put up all of the walls. We've seen the front side. Here is this side here. Oh, I forgot a little notchy thing right here. Let me put that up here. So we have this side here. And then in the back, I did do it different than the front, which is fine. But I put 2 windows on the end, on each end, and in this center part is where those little cutout things on the inside are going to be. Okay, so I think this is gonna be fine. It's even on this side, that's good. I like that. And then this side, I did not put windows in just yet because in the original build, whatever, I had a fireplace in there. So if we come in here, so I had this, actually I think is turning out to be smaller on this inside, which is fine because some of the pieces that I'm going to use is going to be different and won't take up as much room, I think, like the fireplaces and stuff. I'm going to use the medieval fireplace, but I do believe I have a fireplace. Let's put this down here. I think somewhere in here, see how much it's going to be smaller, but I think I am going to use the, let me see, where'd it go? The inset wall, because I made so much of it by accident. I could put up this over top to kind of frame it in. I don't even know if that's directly in the center. I just totally guessed on that. Actually, on this, I may put the banner wall up. I do have a staircase in the original one coming up this way to the second level, but I think I'm going to change that. Obviously, this is going to have to be framed, or, a wall here to cover over this. I think I'm going to have this go directly into the cellar, like whatever. So there'll be a door there. Actually, we have a door, so we'll put that in. Okay, so I have this up. Now, the actual floor, we're just going to use a stone floor for right now. Just in this section, I'm going to see what it looks like. Okay, so the actual second level will start below the adobe wall, of course. this is, I think this is going to be nice. So this would be the floor. Now, originally, back when I did this, the inn, tavern, whatever, I was crazy about putting lights in the floor. So I think I did a double floor so I could put lights in, and the ceiling so you couldn't see it through the bottom. So I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to put lights all along the top and the sides and stuff. But basically, this would come out. Obviously, this is the floor right here. So what I think I'm going to do, I just got this idea. I don't know how it will turn out. I don't know if, it'll be any good. It might not even work. But I'm thinking, I had originally put, that's fine, whatever. I had put in the center of the room, like the kitchen area. But I think what this is going to be is like the reception area. I think I'm going to use this as my reception desk area. It's almost directly in front of the front door, that door there. Okay, so my idea, I did shorten this wall. So that's fine. But the idea being, we're going to leave that open, and then we'll put a trap door there. So we're going to put this up as like a pillar. And then the floor will continue to come out here. So it will be like enclosed, the top, kind of get an idea. And then I do happen to have some of these torches, these lovely medieval torches that we can put up right here. Yes. So this is like the desk area where you would check in for the inn. Yes, yes. Oh my God, that works out perfectly. Wow, that never happens. I swear to you that never ever happens. So the staircase is back further and up against the wall. I don't remember if it was in the original, but you know what? We're making this different. It is similar, but it's different. I think it's going to be better, honestly. That's the whole point of this. It's going to be better. Okay, guys. So I did go ahead. Is it dark in here? I did go ahead and put up the floor for the next level there. This is how this came out. This took me a little bit to figure it out. I think I like it. I may fix it a little bit better. This is going to be a work in progress, obviously. I'm going to keep coming back to this probably. But I did put up, we have an extra block there. I did put up the ceiling, and I did leave this end. I decided to do something a little different. And I think I wanted to do this originally, but didn't know about how to do it. So I'm going to leave this open. This is going to be like a loft kind of area, but I'm going to put in like the iron fence around for like a balcony. And so you can look down into the lower level, which is like all the tables. So this would be kind of like a lofty area. So I'll leave that open. But the thing is that does cut into the space for the rooms. But in the original one, I had all this open area that I didn't know what to do with. And I kind of wanted to do something like this, but I ended up putting in like bookshelves here and a sitting chairs, like a waiting area. And then over here, I think I put the same or similar. And then I had like this weird wall thing that came up here with shelves, with decorations. I just didn't know what to do with this area. So now this way, I will just have this all fenced in, and then maybe put a couple chairs and stuff in here and tables like in the corners or something. But then the rooms wouldn't actually start until around here. So then this would all be rooms. I'm not going to do this part. I am going to save that for the second part of this. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. I really, really like it. Like I've said 1,000 times already. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it, and if you have any ideas for me that might help make it better than before, or if I'm on the right track, maybe. And yeah, so I really like how it's coming out. I really like this whole area is really turning out well for me, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.